Them to build such a big lead early on?
Good players playing at a high level. This is a championship-ready team. I've been saying it for 3 years now, and it's just not talk. They are ready. They got everything. They just got to do it. But they were on all clicking. They were clicking. They had these last two games. They had to play well to beat us. They jumped on us. We cut the lead to 5. Thought we had a couple of possessions. I thought Rui on the one we cut the 5, he had a slot 3 wide open, and we got called for a traveling. But we battled. We fought. Like I said, this is a very, very good team. Any mistake that you make on Giannis, he capitalizes himself with his athleticism and his length, and they just throw it up there, and there's nothing we can do about it. He's so long, and if we don't put a body on him, he gets a runway, and you're not going to be able to jump as high as he can jump in. But we battled. I like the spirit that we played with the last couple of games. We just got to keep doing it, and we're going to get rewarded with the win.
And how did Davis look to you?
He struggled. He struggled.
Ava.
Physically, though? Sorry, physically?
Go ahead, Chase.
What's that?
How did he look physically?
No, he was moving around pretty good. He bumped knees tonight. That probably he labored a little bit, but it wasn't his calf. His calf felt good. He hit knees on knees, but that's part of basketball. You collide, you bump into people. He'll get better. He'll be better. Hit one big shot for us that we needed on the right corner in front of our bench. But
Ava.
Scott, sometimes you guys talk about needing more offense from other players and everything. Tonight, you got it from Rui. How do you kind of, I guess, account for what do you see when you're getting the individual performances, but things aren't coming together when you need them or in the way that you need them to?
Yeah, I mean, we knew going into this stretch of games. After the break, I was hoping we would come out with some wins, but we knew we would have to play really well. The 3 games, Memphis is always tough to beat, but the other 3 games, they're the best teams in the East, and they both have a chance. And I like the way Rui came back. He's had a couple of 4 or 5 games before these last 2 that things weren't going for him, and we needed him to step up, and he did. He had a great game last couple of nights ago, and he bounced back and played another fine game against against the MVP. And that's growth, coming back, not being satisfied, coming back and playing hard and putting yourself in a position. You got 18 shots, and we're not running more offense for him. He's just putting himself in the position to not hesitate, not pass up, and that's what happens. And we need the third scorer. TV is out all year, but he's a guy that can step in and give us 17 to 20 points any night.
Is it harder to kind of drill down the lessons from Saturday's game and the good things that you guys did when you're not rewarded with a win at the end of that? Does that play into that at all?
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of good things last game. They had to play a high level game to beat us, and they did, and they had to come back and do it again. And we were changing lineups and trying to create a spark, and we were running in mud, for 2.5 quarters. Then we went super small and kind of changed our mojo, and we gave ourselves a chance, and we don't want to do that. We want to, Brad didn't get a break until the last minute of the half. But we need to have some guys step up, and and they will. Next game, we got another opportunity come against Sacramento. But we need other guys. We need our bench to come in and play better. But they're going to get opportunities.
Kellen.
Hey, Scott. It seems like, several times this season, the team has fallen in like a double-digit deficit, but then made a run to cut into a lead, if not win the game. Like, why has that happened so often this season, and how emotionally draining is it to fall behind so much and then catch up?
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. I thought the third quarter we came out. This team is good. We came out flat. We missed some easy shots. We didn't protect the rim. We went small, and then they pick on you. They know this team's a veteran team. They see a matchup, they go at it, and they make you change your coverage or change your player. And that's what they do. They got veteran players. They know how to play. They can read things on the fly. They're not teaching anything. They're just going out there playing with all their instincts and all their experience that they've had. This team has major league experience, probably, over 50 years in that starting lineup. But you have to be able to manage that. And I thought they were going out a couple of guys, but we have to be able to step up and challenge ourselves to get a stop. But they're all-star players. They're good players, and it's hard. Like any slight mistake, they capitalize as good as any team in the league.
And kind of just building off Ava's question, is it more deflating when you're cut into the lead and you come close to, potentially winning a game, to lose that? Is it more deflating when you lose those type of games?
Yeah, I mean, it's no fun losing. There's no C's or B's like I used to always get. You either get an A or you get an F, and when you lose, it's an F. And that's how I think of competition. Every day I want to win practice. Every day I want to win a film session. Every day I want to win a game. And when you don't win it, you feel like crap. And you go home and you don't sleep. You figure out ways to beat yourself up and criticize yourself. And then you look at ways that your team can get better, and you come back up and you find a way to battle back and step up and enjoy what you do and be passionate about what you do and care about what you do and love what you do and find enough energy and love for the game the next day. And I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm going to be miserable until I wake up, and I'm going to love my opportunity to get this team better. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get better tomorrow. And then come back against Sacramento, and then we got Utah, and then we know what we have to do after that on the road. It's part of being in competition. You get 48 minutes to decide if either you win or you lose. And when you don't, you want a team that doesn't feel good about themselves. And I like the team that I have. They don't feel good. I've been on teams when you lose, you just go to the next game. And you lose, you go to the next game, and then every 2 weeks you get paid. We're not like that. We work every day. We got some experience that we're gaining every day. Guys need it, and they're getting it, and it's going to pay off. I trust it, and I trust their work, and I can't wait to see us keep improving every day.
Thanks, Scott.
You didn't expect that long answer, did you?
Not really, but thank you.
Zach.
Don't ask for a follow-up then.
Hey, Coach. Rui ended up with a career high 4 3-pointers made tonight. What did you
Yep.
think of the way he just kept shooting those threes today?
I love it. We need threes. It's hard. I mean, we know we're not, statistically, I'm not saying that we are, because I think we're better. I think we're a better 3-point shooter, but the numbers do state that. We don't shoot enough of them. We don't make enough of them. But I think when Rui steps up and, 4 for 9, who would have ever thought when we drafted him that before his 82nd game that he'd take 9 threes in an NBA game? I'm sure Coach Few didn't think he would do that. But he's done that through the work that he's put in. Our coaches work with him. Corey works with him every day, and we need that. If teams are going to drop off, you got to be able to step up and make those shots. And he can have bigger nights than this. There's going to be nights that he's going to make, by the time, in another year or two, he's going to make 8 or 9 of them in one game.
All right, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ava.
Brad, first of all, how's the knee feeling after the day of rest that you had?
First, praise my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It felt good. It was just a precautionary thing, especially with the back-to-back. So we just, we were just taking some precautionary measures. The knee feels a lot better. My whole body feels great. I felt refreshed and rejuvenated tonight. So it's good to be able to get a rest.
And you guys obviously had the individual performances there tonight, but how do you square this kind of stretch that you guys have been going through with the way you played at the end of February? Do you feel like there's something you guys can do to get back to that, or what's I guess what's going on there?
Yeah, we got to close out games better. I think just being able to defend down the stretch a lot better than what we have been. Granted, we respect these guys and what they're capable of doing, but we got to show a little bit more resistance. I think sometimes we just let guys get 2 feet in the paint, just finish right over us, and we can't have that. We gotta be a lot more better than that, myself included. Like a lot of times I wasn't active and allowed some rebounds and back cuts and things like that. So it was everybody. We have to be better and being locked in for a full 48. You can't play the fourth quarter like you do any other quarter. So it's just an experience thing for us and getting to understand that we have to be better in order to be a good team. We have to close out games like that and build on things we've been doing. We can't circle back to the same habits that we've been doing. So we're there, like you said. The individual performances are there. We just got to put it together collectively.
Chase.
Brad, before you guys went on that run in February, things were pretty down, but then you turned it around. Does the fact that you have done it before, does that do anything for your confidence that you can do it again?
Yeah, I mean, we've shown that we can do it. So, I mean, it's like I always say, we kind of show our hand. If we're playing cards, everybody knows what we're capable of doing. Everybody knows what deck we have, what spades we got. So, it's we gotta do that every night. We've already shot ourselves in the foot by showing we can do it. So, consistency, like I always say, is the biggest thing for us, and maintaining that level of play. It's difficult. It's difficult to win in this league. It's difficult to play at a super high level every night, but that's why we get paid millions of dollars. We got to go out there and do it night in and night out.
Matt.
Hey, Brad, just following up on what you're saying about the fourth quarter stuff. How much of that is you guys are spending so much effort to try and climb back in the first place, and is it just running out of gas, kind of?
No, that's funny you say that, man. I actually mentioned that to someone earlier. It definitely takes a toll on you, knowing that you compete your butt off, and you spend the most of your time trying to just get back into the game, and then you kind of run out of gas at the end. That's been a trend of ours over the last few years, actually. So that definitely sucks, but it's, in a way, it's like a positive thing because we show fight, we show that with some resiliency. We stay engaged and in tune to the game. But I feel like if we just eliminate those 15-point, 16-point deficits early on in the game, I think the score will be a lot different come the fourth quarter and down the stretch.
Quentin.
What's up, B?
Q.
Y'all have given up 125 or more in all 4 of these games since All-Star break. It's an average of, I think, 128 points per game you guys have given up. What has been the difference specifically in defense in this recent stretch compared to that stretch that you guys did have when y'all were playing better basketball before that All-Star break?
I think it's no resistance. I think we're allowing guys, to more or less kind of dictate what they want on the floor, get to the paint. It's always tough when you allow guys to get 2 feet in the paint because a lot of the time they just shoot right over us, or they're creating for another guy for kick out threes, which has been our Achilles heel. So I think just being able to accept challenges more. Heard Rui earlier, we have to communicate a lot better. Lineups in which we're switching when we're small, we have to accept those challenges and guarding the bigger guys, as tough as it may be. But I would just say it's just a consistency thing overall, Q. Like, we have to be better in all facets, our pick and roll defense, our individual challenges, scrambling around, myself included, like just scrambling around, flying, and helping the next man. I feel like a lot of times we're a second too late. That's what I can say. Out of all the games we've played, we were a second too late on a lot of our rotations and steps.
And you guys have all talked about Rui being more aggressive. He had, I think, 18 attempts tonight. It's the first time in his career he shot 18 or more attempts in 2 back-to-back games. What have you saw from him, the game that you didn't play and also the game that you did play tonight, especially from him on the offensive end?
I was crazy because I was getting work the last game, some treatment, and I come out and see he's having an amazing game. And that's something we've been wanting. We've been waiting on that breakout game for him. And it's just a matter of time for him for the game to slow down for him to get, used to where his spots are on the floor. We put in some plays for him to give him some easy looks too. But he realizes that we need him to do those things. We need him to be aggressive. We kind of need him to be that third guy for us, to be able to go out and do it at every level, because he's shown that he can do it. He can shoot threes. He can put the ball on the floor. He can post up. He can finish at the rim. He's very versatile, and we love that about him. He's still young. He's still raw. He has a lot more to learn in the game, and I think that's the beauty of it. He's a willing learner, and the sky's the limit for him. You can really mold him into whatever you need him to be.
Appreciate you, B.
Yeah.
All right, Brad. That's all we got.
Thanks, gang.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, be blessed.
All right, guys. That's all we got for tonight. We'll see you back here Wednesday.